Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Do They Miss You spread for my lovely, fantastic Gemini. Also, sorry for the late release. I didn't mean for it to be late. My internet decided I'm not going to upload your video today. So I was like, that's nice, internet. I really appreciate that. So this is where I am right now. So just wanted to let you know what was going on, so I didn't leave you guys hanging in the dust. People were like, "What? Why is there only two videos?" Like, it's not because I choose to do that. It's literally because my internet was like, "Let's stop working today." So that's where I'm at. Thank you so much for being patient and lovely. Also, Miss Shuffle cards 3 times in a row. You know how I do. And if you're new here, now you do know how I do. So welcome. Happy to have you here. The first question that we're going to be asking is, how do they feel about you? You know how you're feeling. You know how you're feeling. You know how you're kind of sitting on the couch, or trying to go to sleep, and you're just trying to do your everyday activities, and you're just kind of sitting there wondering to yourself, I wonder if this person misses me. I wonder if they care. You're just kind of sitting there wondering different things and you don't know. So that's what we're going to find out today. Sit back, relax, and let's figure it out together. So, how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? So, they feel like there is a burden. They're feeling really upset. They're feeling really passionate about this. They're carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders, unnecessarily, I may add. And they're just kind of walking away from the situation, feeling upset, feeling burdened overall. And so, how do they feel? Feeling upset, feeling burdened, feeling all that negativity, basically. How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? What? Interesting. So we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups represents, Aces represents giving something. Cups represents love, emotion, and empathy here. And this card as a whole, what does this represent? This means true love. So what does this mean? What does this tell me, basically? It seems like they're really feeling burdened, they're feeling hurt, they're feeling defeated about a situation, but they also still really love you. They still really care about you, and they want to show you that, and they want to give you that, overall. And this is the main central theme here. So they're feeling upset, they're feeling burdened, but they still love you, right? And so, how else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? Interesting, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant represents two people in a contract together, usually a marriage, and they, are bind and combined together. And I feel like maybe this is somebody that you were having a divorce with or had a divorce with, and they're feeling upset about that, and they're feeling like they still love you, they still care about you, and they feel like they're probably upset about some type of bond that has happened between you and this, you and this person. So this could also represent here that you may have another situation going on, and they're upset about that. It could be like a different third party experience here. But I definitely think they're feeling hurt, they're feeling burdened, and they feel like they love you due to a contract that you guys had. So I feel like you guys are married of some sort, or having a divorce of some sort, and they're taking it not too good. So let me pull up my notes again, but I have them memorized. I do believe. The next question is, what are the blockages between you and them? So what is causing you guys to feel uneasy about each other? What is the blockages? What are the blockages? What are the blockages? What are the blockages? So the blockages here are that you guys are trying to figure out if you want to stand up and fight or walk away from the situation here. And you're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about that as a whole. And the reason I say that is because we have swords. Swords represents thinking and contemplating. There's a lot of heavy clouds here, so there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of thinking going on, and this is not a really clear-cut situation. So therefore, coming back to the question, what are the blockages between you and them? Standing up, trying to figure out if you're going to stand up and fight or walk away. So what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? Again, a sense of trying to figure out your emotions, trying to figure out if you want to, walk away from your emotions as a whole. So this could be representing of you, this could be representing of them. You see the moon here. The moon is representing of mystery, confusion, deception. And so, of course, like I said before, cups represents love and empathy and, emotion. And so this person, as you can see in the card, is walking away from the situation. They're trying to leave the situation. They don't want to be there anymore. And this is the main central theme. this is the main blockage that's causing a lot of pain, that's causing a lot of problems between you and this individual. So it's like, do I stand up and fight or walk away? Like, do I walk away from my emotions? You guys are just trying to figure out your everything, basically. And what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? We have the Emperor, the card. The Emperor card can represent a person and or also can represent, an action. So this could be representing of a person kind of overseeing, over being very, over dictatorial, like a father figure and or like a grandfather figure, somebody that has a lot of authoritarian things, that it's a male figure that is able to, dictate a lot of things here. So the blockage may be somebody kind of like puppeteering the situation in their favor, telling you yes or no, you could do things, and or it seems like maybe somebody has too much control over the situation and is being too controlling and not very kind in the situation. So we come down to the main situation, the main question here that you're all asking is, do they miss me? When you're sitting alone and you're like, do they care? Do they miss me? Is there something between us that I'm missing? So do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? I believe so. I definitely think that they miss you. I feel like there is definitely some type of, they want to move towards their passions here. They want to have some type of victory here with you, and they want to be happy with you overall as a whole. And so, do they miss you? Yes, they miss you 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that they don't miss you. And that, they definitely want you back and they want to have that passion towards you. And do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Yep, they definitely miss you. And the reason I also say this is because they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating. They feel like their hands are tied behind their back, so they feel like they can't really do much in the situation here. And they can leave at any point in time. They don't have to stay in the situation. Their hands aren't actually tied up in any way, shape, or form. It's just that they're feeling this way. They're kind of acting this way. They're feeling like they're stuck in the situation. And this is the main central theme. And do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Judgment card. The Judgment card, especially when it's pertaining to relationships or exes of any sort, represents definitely somebody, an ex returning, somebody coming back. They want to come back. They want to repent. They want to come back and have this judgment laid upon them, and they just want to have, a better time with the situation, and maybe have a refined situation happen where you guys are kind of working your problems out and figuring out a way to get over this situation, right? And finally, do they want you back in their life? Like, do they want you there? Is it something that they want in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? The Moon card. So the Moon card represents mystery, deception, and something isn't quite right. This mystery, deception, and confusion. And so, as I fiddle with my notes, do they want you back in their life? I feel like they are very confused about the situation. They can't make up a decision. They can't make up their mind solidly here. They don't really know what is the right decision to make. They don't know what is the right way to go in the situation. And they're just kind of feeling like just overwhelmingly confused, overwhelmingly just defeated and confused about it. So they're not sure. Do they want you back in their life? 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 The Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords could be representing of two things here. Knights represent somebody that's a little bit older, that has a little bit more maturity under their belt. It also represents, we have Swords, which is air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And Knights also represents movement towards something. So they want to move towards something here. And what does this card represent as a whole? This card represents somebody wants to say mean, nasty things. They just want to cut you deep where it hurts. And they really want to get to the point here when it comes to that. Do they want you back in their life? I feel like they're confused about it, but they're also quite hurt about a lot of things, and they want to hurt you deep down in the core. So if you do come back in their life, they really just want to show how angry they are. They want to express their feelings. They want to express how they feel as a whole, and this is the main central theme here. And do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Again, we have a lot of conflicting feelings and emotions here. It basically represents a lot of fighting, conflict, maybe even with more than one person involved, very passionate fights. And I feel like they want you back in their life, but at the same time, they're really upset and they want to fight and they're upset about things that happened in the past and they just want to resolve that issue by just fighting it out, I guess, arguing it out, just letting it all out within themselves and everything else. So let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. What is some advice for the situation for my Gemini? What is some advice for the situation for my Gemini? What is some... Ooh. Okay. So we have two cards here. And this is quite interesting. So the first one is only time will tell. Only time will tell the situation, you know. You can only really figure it out because, oh gosh, you can only figure it out via time. You could just like use your intuition and let it go and just move in the right direction that you feel is right. And embrace. We have embrace. Through each other, you'll find the missing pieces. So this is really interesting. I believe how I'm going to interpret these cards is I feel like through friendship, through happiness, through embracing each other's, you know, communication and, you know, just having this non-fighty type of situation here, through reunion, through, you know, positive influence here, you can definitely move in a more positive direction, but only time will tell. Only time can really mend the situation because you guys are went through so much. I feel like there's a really strong bond between you and this individual. It's just that there's a lot of confusing and conflicting emotions happening between you and them. And so time is definitely your friend here. Time will help you through this situation. So with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see more videos and content like this one, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Here's some more videos over here that YouTube has recommended for you to watch. And good luck in your endeavors. I wish nothing but the best. Take care. Bye bye.